Yoichi Woody Vanillic Japanese single malt whiskey. Is this one worth collecting? Check out the WhiskyWhistle. Greetings all my whiskey curious friends. Welcome to WhiskyWhistle, your wise choice in independent whiskey and spirits reviews. Bringing you something interesting here for WhiskyWhistle whiskey review number 282, I believe. All right, now this one is from Yoichi, and I don't have the bottle, but I have a sample here, and this comes thanks to Mel, and you can find his beautiful collection, which you can actually buy samples from at acele62.wixsite.com/whiskeyvault. All right, Acele, ACELEE 62.wixsite, WIXSITE.com/whiskeyvault. All right, so check that out. And he was gracious enough to send this one along with a whole bunch of other samples, which I will disperse through my reviews over the coming weeks, I should say. All right, now he wrapped this one up really well, and that may have been because he wanted me to keep it for a long term, but you know what? I just want to get into this because I really love Yoichi. What about you? Do you like Yoichi? And yeah, he's put a kind of like a film on there, like a paraffin film, which I'm having not an easy time getting off. There we go. Okay, got it. Coming. Not very well. Okay, let's just try. Got it. Okay, I just opened it right up. And it's got an inner seal, which I have to remove very carefully. Okay. And that's, I think, 30 milliliters. So we will go almost all in. I'm going to save a little taste for maybe for my dad or my mom to try, or my wife. That's enough for a good little taste. Set that there. All right. Now this is from a kind of like an experimental series, I believe, of 4 different varieties, each of which had a particular flavor profile. And as you can guess, the flavor profile they're looking for this one is Woody and Vanillic. And there may be people who are new to whiskey who are wondering, why would whiskey smell like vanilla? And well, the simple reason is because of a particular chemical known as vanillin, which occurs not only in vanilla bean, but also in all types of plant matter, such as trees and plants. In this case, in oak, it is quite prominent in oak wood, and even more so, I believe, when it is cured and toasted. All right, let's check out the color first of all. Whoops. All right, so what do you see there for color? Pretty rich tone there, and I believe that would be all natural color, and it should be also unchill filtered. Now I wanted to tell you the ABV on this before I forget. 55%. Maybe I poured too much of that. Yeah, so likely it is unchill filtered and most probably natural in color. If you have confirmation of those things, please do let me know. In fact, I can look at a bottle here, but bottles are often in Japanese, so it's hard to really say. See if I can find a Western photo. Yeah, it doesn't really say here. Oh, and here's some of the other ones in that range. Sherry and sweet, peaty and salty, And they're all different colors, so that really does tell me that it's natural in color. Yeah, entirely in Japanese. Okay, well, anyway, no age statement with this one. There is a 12-year-old Woody and Vanillic out there, interestingly. But let's try this in earnest. First, we'll check out the legs. Then we'll check out, of course, the nose, the palate, the finish. We'll give it a WhiskyWhistle whiskey score before we wrap things up. Okay. So for legs, very, very slow. Slow to develop. It really kind of sheets down as one, being such high ABV, and obviously having had a great amount of wood exposure, we can understand why that would be the case. It kind of sheets down in a thick kind of flow, and really hangs about at the beading at the top there. Well, I'm really looking forward to this one. This is one of the highlights of that little collection that he gave me. Lots to come, so wait and see for those. Very woody. Now, another comment just before we start. Make sure you check out the community tab for WhiskyWhistle. Look at go to the home for the channel. Just click on. You can click on what. I think you click on my icon. You get to home. Then you'll see different tabs at the top: videos, playlists, etc. One of those will be community. Click on that and check it out. And it's almost like a blog feed of stuff that I'll write here for the channel. There'll be polls and little contests and little reminders and these types of things. So please get involved. Check that out. Leave a comment on the things that that sing to you. Okay. All right. On to the nose. Massive nose, and it is really, really oaky. Now I'm not going to, I don't want to go back and search what type of oak we have here, but it's pretty clear to me we've got a mix of American, European, and I also believe Japanese wood. And most of them have a medium toast. That American wood might actually be virgin, possibly heavy char. So it's got a nice bit of wood smoke to it. And something like a scorched vanilla. Okay, how about the palate? Cheers, everybody. Oops. Really big vanilla on the palate, however. Now, Yoichi is direct fired by coal. So that actually gives it a different flavor than many other whiskeys. And there's a hint of peat in Yoichi. A little bit of peat in here, not very much, but it's certainly there brooding in the background. And at 55%, it's actually very, very palatable and very easy to sip on. It's not really a sharp, strong flavored whiskey. I shouldn't say strong feeling of a whiskey. The flavor is very strong. Oh, really happy that I can try this. Thanks again, Mel. Really appreciate that. Ultra mouth coating, and you get this what I always get with Yoichi, this flintiness on the front of my tongue. It's like sweet gunpowder. And then it develops into this sweet, malty, slightly citrus, big vanilla. So vanilla and orange, vanilla lemon, along with a hint of peat in there, and this big oak beefiness to it. Yeah, it would not surprise me if there was a little bit of the Mizunara wood being used here, virgin Japanese oak. Now, Yoichi is pretty hard to come by, and it seems to be less sought after than some other Japanese single malt distilleries. Keep slipping off this edge here. I need to add maybe one more in there. There we go. Now, if that Dalmore was mouth coating, as was the Rampur, this one is just ultra thick here. Mix that up. Put on the hat. Now, I have not yet tried the age-stated Yoichi. All I have had is the no age statement, which very nice whiskey, 43%. Really liked it. The other one that's available is Miyagi-kyo. Very fruity. It's a very fruity whiskey, and I believe not peated at all. So they've got two different distilleries there that can play with each other. They've also got, I think, is it at Yoichi they have? I think so, where they have their grain whiskey facility as well. Pardon me. I should say their column distillery, column stills. Pardon me. Again, I'm not going to cut that out. Sorry, I just will not be cutting my reviews anymore. Even if I burp, even if I fart, I hope I don't. But if I do, at least you won't have to smell it. Okay. Would I cut that out? Nah, I'm not going to bother. Okay, so we've mixed that up. Let's see how it smells. Much gentler, but still this wood smoke really coming out here. Like a cedar sauna with stones, and then the back part of the area where the stones are get all blackened. Distinct sauna. I really believe there is some Mizunara oak here. With water. The vanilla really comes out to play here. It's big vanilla. Also big wood-induced flavors. There's some rich caramel, but it's kind of like a fruit caramel, if you can imagine that. A caramel with fruit in it. Something like apricot. Age-wise, I'm going to put this at around about 13, 14 years old. Very mature, very delicious. Well worth the money. I could have bought the 200 milliliter bottle of this in Korea for, I think it was $80. $80 for 200 milliliters. So that would be about $300 for a 750 milliliter bottle. With water, you do get added dryness and astringency, but I like the toned down flavors I get here, that apricot, the increased caramel and vanilla. Very long finish, hint of peat. That flintiness, that gunpowdery scent, like a struck match or a cap gun. Quite nice. And yeah, I'm sure that both Scott and Bart from the Scotch Test Dummies would appreciate this. Bart for the peatiness, and Scott for its vanillas and rich oak-induced flavors like the caramels that I'm noticing here. Everybody else I know also, I'm sure, will just delight themselves to try this. And by the way, it is distinctly Japanese. So unlike the Indian single malts. So unlike Japanese single malts. Very much unlike American or Canadian single malts, and also unlike the Scandinavian single malts that I've tried. Anyway, delightful whiskey. Great example of how a single distillery can produce so many different styles of whiskey. All right, now then, let's get on to the WhiskyWhistle whiskey score for Yoichi, Woody, and Vanillic. Now, they could improve the name there. How about just Wood and Vanilla? That might work. Woody and Vanillic is a mouthful, but I'll take it. I'll try it. All right, so the WhiskyWhistle whiskey score for this one is going to be, what is it going to be? Yeah, 91 out of 100. You got it. 91 out of 100 is the WhiskyWhistle whiskey score for Yoichi Woody and Vanillic Japanese single malt whiskey. Have you tried this? Leave a comment. Boy, a little bit left there. I wonder if Mel has any more of that. And if he did, I wonder, maybe I'm going to ask him if we can maybe run a contest for a sample of that. What do you think, Mel? I'll mention that. We'll talk to you. I'll mention that in a subsequent review. That would be really cool. This isn't very much, so I wouldn't want to give that away, but delicious whiskey, 91 out of 100. If you see this, try it. Get it, especially if it's not too much. And if you can get the smaller bottle for $80 and you're into Japanese whiskey, it's well worth it. If you're not really a Japanese whiskey fan, I'm not sure if you should spend the $300 for a full bottle of this Yoichi. I leave that to you for your own discretion, okay? Anyway, thanks for watching. Again, check out, well, hit that review button right over here. Hit the bell up here. As I'm forgetting, hit the bell so that you're notified of all the future Whiskey Whistles. And check me out on Patreon. Get a little bit deeper into the Whiskey Whistle community with Patreon. Become a patron. There's 3 different levels of patronage choices for you, and all kinds of different benefits as well, including advanced viewing of the Whiskey Whistles and also unique content just for you by becoming a patron. So check that out, okay? All right, take care, everybody. We'll see you for the next one. Thank you so much, and stay cool. Thanks for watching Whiskey Whistle. Be sure to subscribe, and don't forget to give this video a like and leave a comment down below. Be sure to stay tuned next time to join me, the host of the show, Mark, as I explore more whiskeys with you. Take care now, and we'll see you next time.